What is going on YouTube? Look, if you want to get into the best shape of your life, it's not about finding the perfect workout split or chasing some new diet every few weeks, okay? It's about pulling the right levers. Most men are adjusting all the little things. They keep switching their workout programs if they even stick with them. They're adding all these new supplements. They're trying to optimize with the small things like saunas and cold plunges and nose strips. But again, most men are not consistently pulling the main levers that actually change your body. When you pull these big levers and you do it consistently, your body changes for real. It's super simple. Okay? Let's talk about why you should listen to me, why you should watch this video, why you should care. Okay? This isn't theory. This is the exact framework that I used to take myself from feeling soft, low energy, not as sharp as I used to be, to being in the best shape of my life. And more importantly, it's how I've stayed there. I didn't do any crazy bulking. I didn't do any crazy crash cutting, no 30-day extreme, pushes, no restarting every few months, just simple structure, okay? I tested this on myself, and it's the same structure that I use with all the men that I coach. So this is where a lot of guys are when they look up a video like this. You're not broken. You just don't feel like your best self, okay? You don't feel terrible. You used to feel athletic and now you feel kind of average, all right? Maybe a little bit less than average. You're a little softer around the midsection, okay? Your energy tends to dip off in the afternoon. Your drive isn't quite what it used to be. Nothing dramatic happened. This was just slow, over time, what we call drift, okay? It doesn't announce itself. It's not like, hey, 6 months from now, you're going to be super fat and out of shape and low energy and you're going to feel like crap. It just starts slow with skipping a workout. Then you skip 2, then you're off for a month, then you're off for a year. You are consistently grabbing trash for your fuel. You're filling your body with garbage because it's easy and quick. You're staying up late, frying your dopamine receptors by doom scrolling, and then not only destroying your dopamine receptors, but if you have a window of time to sleep and you're spending part of it doom scrolling, you're limiting your body's time to actively recover. So many important things are happening when you're sleeping, and not enough dudes treat sleeping like it's a part of their program. They don't treat it like they're an adult who actually focuses on getting good sleep. Let's talk about this element of things. You are not lazy. At the end of the day, most dudes, especially somebody that's pulling up a video like this, you could be the hardest working guy in the room. In a lot of rooms, we put you in the right room. We put you in any room, really. You're going to outwork almost anybody in that room, except for the guy that's in better shape than you, except for the guy that has more energy than you, except for the guy that's been consistently showing up, okay? This is a pattern that we see all the time, okay? You're going hard for 3 weeks, maybe 2 months. You're eating all the right things. You're hitting the gym. You're feeling that momentum. And then work gets heavy. The kids need you. Your sleep starts to drop, your stress starts to climb, and then the plan falls apart. So you restart, and you repeat the cycle, and then everything else happens again. Work gets busy, the kids need you, wife needs you, your sleep dips, your stress climbs, and the plan falls apart. Before you know it, you've spent years being inconsistent. You do not need more motivation. You don't need to want it more. You know how bad you want it. What you need is a system that works for you when life gets crazy, when life gets hectic, okay? High performers, people that are at the top of their game, they're not guessing. They're not existing outside of a structure. Okay, they install systems and structure into their life to make sure that no matter if they're on a high or a low or in that in-between in life, no matter what, they're showing up and they have a plan and they just follow the plan. Here's what you want. This is your vision. You want to feel good. You want to feel strong in a t-shirt, but also when you take that shirt off, you want to look great and feel great. You're not trying to get shredded for 30 days and have nowhere to go after that. You're not trying to follow some 8-week plan and then be dumped off and have no idea of where you're going next. You want to be lean without obsessing over every single calorie that you're eating. You want to be steady at work, strong. You want to show up awesome and still be present at home, having enough energy to handle all of it. You want to lead from the front. All right? This version of you is not built on intensity. It's not built on peptides. It's not built on a 30-day run. It's built on daily standards that you implement into your life. You hold yourself to these standards, and in time, these standards, by pulling on these levers, you change your life. Lever number 1, strength training 3 to 5 days a week. Structured training, not random workouts, okay? You want to do full body sessions, making sure you're hitting progressive overload, tracking your lifts. Your muscle is going to change really quick, and it changes more than just your appearance. It changes everything about your body. It improves your testosterone. It helps build confidence and changes how you carry yourself in every aspect of life. 3 focused sessions done consistently is always going to be better than 5 chaotic ones. Okay? If you want to be strong, you want to be focused, you want to have high energy, you absolutely, no negotiation, you do not operate without this lever. Lever number 2, 10,000 steps a day. Super important, just as important as 3 strength training sessions a week. Every single one of these levers is just as important as the other one. You're sitting all the time. You sit at work, you sit in meetings, you sit in the car, you sit on the couch at home, and you're going to try to undo all of that with a workout. It's not going to happen. You have to move your body. We as humans were built to move. Up until 150, 200 years ago, we walked everywhere. We were constantly in motion. What has exploded in the last century? Obesity. There's an obesity epidemic. And if you get a scale that can measure your body fat percentage, you would be surprised how many people are unfortunately sitting in the percentage of body fat that technically classifies them as obese, even if they don't technically look it. Walking is going to improve your recovery. It's going to support your fat loss. It's going to keep your head clear. It's going to keep you from drifting physically. It's not flashy, it's not intense, it's not sexy, but it's effective. You have zero movement days. You do not allow yourself to not hit a walk every single day, to not get your 10,000 steps a day. Your body is built to move, so move it. All right? Lever number 3, eat mostly clean and control your inputs. All right? I say mostly clean because I want to caveat this. You do not need perfection. You need consistency. I like eating a cookie every once in a while. I say every once in a while. I have a dessert 3-4 nights a week. This is a very sugary coffee. I enjoy this treat. And I look like this with my shirt off. Mostly clean does not mean you're eating broccoli, chicken, and rice at every meal. That's an insane way to approach life. You're not a dog. Eat like a human. Eat some fish. Eat some steak. Eat some ground beef. Some eggs. Eat some broccoli. Some carrots. Some tomatoes. Some peppers. Some blueberries. Raspberries. A little bit of yogurt. Eat like a normal person. Control your portions. Focus on mostly protein. When you focus on protein first, at a very base level, it's going to make you feel fuller for longer. So it's going to control your hunger cravings. When you're eating a bunch of crap and you're getting empty calories in your body, you're just always hungry. And so you continue to consume crap because you're never quite full. Eat real, whole foods. Okay, high performers understand that input is equal to output. It's across the board. Not just talking food either. We're talking everything you consume. All the stuff in your algorithm, your feed. If there are things that are coming through your algorithm in your feed that are not feeding you good, that are not helping to build you up, I highly suggest hitting those 3 little dots and saying, show me less of this. Curate your feed. Curate your plates. And eat mostly whole foods. Enjoy yourself. You want a donut? Go get a donut. And don't feel bad about it because you've eaten a steak, some chicken, some fish, some fruits and veggies all week, and you want a donut this morning, go get it. Okay? You need to be able to do these things without feeling guilty, and the only way you're going to be able to eat in ways that you like without feeling guilty about it is if you're eating mostly the way that you should. This is what I think about when it comes to this. 80 to 90% what I need, 10 to 20% what I want, even if it's not good for me. Okay? Lever number 4, sleep 7 to 9 hours. When you sleep, you are allowing your body to do some of the most incredible work that it does. It balances your hormones, it builds muscle, it cleans your mind out. So much important stuff is happening when you sleep. And when you sleep under 6 hours consistently, everything sucks. Everything is worse. Your testosterone drops, your hunger hormones spike, your focus is all over the place. Every decision you're making is worse because of the lack of sleep. There are some guys, and this may be you, that have small children, 3, 2, and younger. I get it. Been there. I have a 2.5-year-old. Sometimes they don't sleep all the way through the night. Sometimes when they're really little, they're waking up every couple hours. If you can't optimize this lever for something that is outside of your control, that is fine. Optimize all the other levers. But if you have a kid or multiple kids that sleep through the night, or you don't have any kids whatsoever, and you are not optimizing this lever, you are doing yourself a great disservice. This has to be a non-negotiable. And for the dads who do have small kids, and they're not able to optimize this as much as they would like to, as soon as you can, start optimizing this lever. 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. You're going to get a testosterone boost from this. Your focus is going to be dialed in, and you're not going to be gaining weight from a lack of sleep. Believe it or not, when you get a lack of sleep, your body feels like it's in fight or flight. It's in survival mode. So it's holding on to all the fat it can hold on to because it feels like we're in survival. We need this to survive. Sleep better. You're going to be able to lead better. Just overall live a better life when you are sleeping the way you should be. Okay. Lever number 5, 100 push-ups a day. This is another non-negotiable. All these levers should be 0 negotiable for you. The sleep one, I really specifically talk about a little bit of negotiation room there, but only for extenuating circumstances. And the biggest extenuating circumstance that affects sleep for men is small children, usually under the age of 3. And more specifically, usually under the age of 2, that are not sleeping all the way through the night. 100 push-ups a day, non-negotiable. You can do this however you want to do this, okay? You could break them up into sets of 10, spread them throughout the day. It doesn't matter. I normally do 4 sets of 25, and I get them done. I get them done first thing in the morning. It's one of the first things I do. I do a set of 25, walk around, scroll on my phone for a minute, read a little bit, do my thing, do another set of 25. Okay, I'm drinking some water, I'm opening up my laptop, checking emails, do another set of 25. I get my 100 knocked out almost as soon as I wake up, just to make sure I get this done, okay? 100 push-ups is not magical. It's not going to change your life, but it is going to build discipline, and it will tighten up your body. Your body will respond. In the first 100 days that you do 100 push-ups a day, your body's going to respond very quickly. Your chest is going to get tighter, bigger, your abs are going to get tighter, your core, everything strengthens. Your arms, your shoulders, your back, it all tightens up in that first window of starting this. Beyond that, it doesn't do anything massive for your body, but it does do a lot of good things for your discipline, all right? It's a small, repeatable win that's going to keep momentum alive in your life. This is a discipline that pays off massively. All right, so here's the 90-day commitment. You need to break this up. This is something that's going to be not forever. Is not necessarily true, but I don't want you to think about it as forever at this point. I want you to think about it as the next 90 days. For the next 3 months, you're going to commit to pulling these 5 levers in your life. This is your foundation. This is the foundation of getting you in the best shape of your life. You're going to hit 3 to 5 structured lifts every week. Every single day, you're going to hit 10K steps. And if you have a day where you miss 10K, maybe you hit 5K, you take the remaining, we'll call it a remaining 5K, and you spread it out across the other days of the week. So you can think about 10K steps a day as 70,000 a week. That sometimes makes it easier. Maybe you have a busy day and you can't get to 10K that day and you only hit, we'll call it 6K. You got 4K left over. Add an additional 1,000 to 4 other days a week. You hit 11,000 4 other days that week. You've made up for what you missed. Okay. Clean food, 80 to 90% whole food. Just eat like a grown man. Simple. Eat like a man that cares about what he's putting in his body. Another thing with clean food and whole foods, I highly recommend reducing your alcohol intake. And if you vape or do anything like that, try your best to get rid of that stuff ASAP, because you're doing nothing but poisoning your body and making it harder on yourself to cut fat. 7 to 9 hours of sleep. You gotta protect your sleep. For me, when I started implementing this, I had an alarm that would go off on my phone every night at 8:45. And the title of that alarm was Protect Your Sleep. I wasn't going to bed at 8:45, but what I started doing every night at 8:45 was I started heading to bed. Meaning, if I'm working on anything, I'm watching anything, I'm doing something, I start wrapping up what I'm doing. I start turning the lights in the house down low. I start making my way to the bathroom, to get in the shower, to do my nighttime routine. I start making my way towards bed. It's not 8:45 hits, I'm running to bed, I'm running to sleep. It's like, no. You have to gear your mind up to start going to bed. You got to turn that lever on, and that's how you start protecting your sleep. You can optimize sleep in a lot of ways. One of the ways is these nose strips, mouth taping, face mask, a little sound machine with some like natural rain sounds or whatever. You can optimize your sleep for sure. Step number 1 to optimizing it is making sure you're getting enough of it. All right. So I recommend doing that. Setting that alarm for yourself at about 15 minutes before you want to actually start heading to bed. 8:45 for me, I have a 15-minute window to start closing everything down. Then by 9 o'clock, I want to be heading into the bedroom to get ready for bed. And by 10, I'm in bed, possibly with a book. I'm passing out within 10 minutes of, 10 to 10:30 is normally when I fall asleep. Okay, and then a daily discipline of 100 push-ups. Best method of getting this done is do it first thing in the morning. If you're somebody who gets up and you hit your workout first, okay, do your push-ups later in the day. However it works for you, or spread them out 10 at a time throughout the day. Get these in every single day. Don't negotiate with yourself. So here's what's going to happen. In 90 days, your body's going to change drastically. You're going to cut a pretty good amount of body fat if you're doing this. If you're doing everything if you're pulling all of these levers, let's say you're 35% body fat right now, you're easily going to cut 10% body fat. If you're pulling every single one of these levers, you're eating clean, you're getting your steps in, you're lifting, you're getting good sleep, and you're doing 100 push-ups every day. I'm trying to think of a way that you would stay at 35% body fat after 90 days. You'd have to be destroying this one, or destroying this one, or not doing this one, or not doing this one, or not doing you would have to be not doing one or more of these levers in order to be staying at 35% body fat within 90 days. In 6 months, completely, you're locked in. That's why my training program is 6 months, is because at the end of 6 months, you've established a new lifestyle for yourself. You're a completely different person. You are somebody who does all these things consistently, week after week, and you have been for 26 weeks. 12 months, A year, 52 weeks of doing all of these things, you're a completely different guy. You are a completely different guy. Your life it's going to look completely different a year from now if you do all of these things. All right. 12 weeks is going to change your body. 3 months, going to absolutely change your body. 6 months is going to change your life. 12 months, you're going to have a different life. It's completely going to change everything for you. And if you're serious about rebuilding this, okay, this resonated with you and you're tired of restarting every couple months, I work with a small number of guys one-on-one. There's no guessing, there's no random stuff. We install structure, we track the levers, we execute for 6 months. It is not for everybody. But if you're serious and you want to lock in and start rebuilding your body, you're ready to start drifting, there's an application that you can fill out. It's in the description of this video. Go ahead and apply. We'll see if it's a fit. And if it is, you'll get a calendar invite from me to start your onboarding call, and we'll move from there. Okay? So that's it. That's all I have for you. Look, we'll review these levers one more time. Take a screenshot of this if you want to. 3 to 5 lifts a week. 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. 10,000 steps. Eat whole, clean food. And 100 push-ups a day. You may not need to do the one-on-one system with me. This is what we do. If you have the drive, the motivation, and you can hold yourself accountable to doing this on your own, by all means do it. But if you don't, if you want that support, that's what this is for. All right. Until next time, I'm Nick. I'll see you later.